But yeah, my name is Ulaki Tunisa. I'm here with a gift from Zululand. Yeah, I just want to ask some questions. What I know is that he's a lecturer and a writer and a director as well. And yeah, I'm just an actor. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so I just want to know. I'm an actor that is interested into writing as well. I'm deeply interested into writing. I just want to ask some questions. I just saw a play. It's titled
Face.
Places, right? So I just want to know, man, that play it touches. I don't know exactly like what it talks about, but I've just seen it in details. I just want to know in terms of writing. Uh, was that your first play? Was that your second play?
Oh, I don't even have a number for it. It's one of the many theatrical pieces that I've written. But it's one of my most recent plays. One of the plays that I wrote not so long ago, but also I wrote it in 2015.
Yeah.
Produced it for the first time in 2015, and then did a couple of shows and shelved it. Brought it back in 2016 and then shelved it again. And then eventually brought it back this year um, with the intention to take it on the tour. So the version that we have now, that we're staging now, and what you just saw is a reworked version of the original script that I put together in 2015 for the first time. Yeah.
So can you please take me through the journey that you were having? I mean, when you wrote that play, in terms of your the picture that you wanted to paint with that play.
Right. The piece touches on so many issues.
Exactly.
Touches on so many social, economic, religious, political ills of our time. And um, it was inspired by what was happening around me at the time in 2015 when I wrote it. One of the major inspirations or um, points of departure for the play to be written was a personal dissatisfaction with the headlines at the time, and I distanced myself from buying newspapers or reading newspapers because they were depressing. Every front page had something to do with a murder case, an armed robbery that ended up with a killing, two brothers fighting to the point of death, um, boyfriend had killed a girlfriend by mistake, and stuff like that. And the issues of women being raped daily, old women being raped, kids being abducted, disappearing, were issues that were making headlines every other day at the time. And sadly so, they are still making headlines today. So that had pushed me in a space where I was living with this energy inside of me that I did not know what to do with it. Or I was unhappy about it. I was scared. I was nervous. I was angry, and I needed to take it out. So it was just one evening where I was reflecting on all the things that was happening at the time, and I just drove back to my office at work and sat down on my laptop and started putting these things down literally into I was sort of like ranting, but eventually it began. That's where the journey of Faces, the script began, out of inspiration from what was happening around. The reason I had to put it together the way I did was I had questions that I could not answer. And if you listen to the piece and if you watch the piece, it poses so many philosophical questions that perhaps will push the audience into a search for answers. And that's what Faces has been for me. A platform and a space or a medium through which I, as a writer and as a person, am posing questions to fellow human beings, to my friends, colleagues, to the audience to say, has this become the norm? What are we doing about the abuse that we has become sort of like normal and everyday? Why have we sort of relaxed and normalized things that are otherwise not ideal and not normal.
Yeah.
That's basically the journey of the script.
Yeah. Just one thing I want to hear from you as someone who's been doing writing.
Yeah.
To a person who is into writing, what would you say, like to a writer that is not yet believe that he is a writer because he's got nothing that he wrote before? So what would you say to somebody who's into writing?
I'll say two things. Number one, writing is rewriting. You you have to write and rewrite and continuously revisit the script, revisit your work, and perfect it and change it and allow it to grow.
Yeah.
So writing is rewriting. That means um, you. The second thing is it doesn't necessarily have to be right the first time you do it. Just write it, put it down, and then write it as in RIGHT. So write it as in put it down, and then as you have written it, begin to work on it and reflect and make it right in the sense that you will come to a point where you listen to your own writing or you observe your own writing. You begin to reflect on it, and there will come a point where once you give it to someone else, they read it. They're like, "Yo, this is a beautiful piece of work," because you've taken the first step of taking whatever ideas or concepts onto paper.
Yeah.
That is the beginning of the journey. And once you have that, then you begin to revisit it, share it with trusted authors, critics that are going to give you positive criticism, which is what you need if you were to become the writer, the seasoned writer, like you say, like you indicate with one of your designs.
Yeah. No, I think I'm done, man. I think I'm clued up now. I don't know if you want to continue. Maybe you want to edit that out. But yeah, I think I'm clear.
I'm happy, man. If you needed
Thanks.
something, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Cheers, man.